This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Annina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Italy Stray, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kaylee, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Benna, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alyssa, Cadence, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxid, Nicole, Terry, and Holla. If you would like to support the channel and get some pretty cool perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. Wow. I can't believe we're here. Never in the history of my life did I ever think that this day would come. And now it's here, and frankly, I don't know what to do with myself. No, I don't. I have been begging you for years, on top of years, to sit down with me and watch a Super Bowl together, or just a football game in general. I've had to withstand so many Super Bowl parties with my friends who are like mildly knowledgeable about football, and they pretend to be more knowledgeable than anyone else in the room. So a game that should be fun and enjoyable with people who are at least somewhat knowledgeable about the sport just becomes a one-upping contest measuring who's longer, essentially. And it is the most annoying thing of all time. And I have to sit there and just bear it and grin. And sure, do I get free food out of it? Yes, but no free food is worth anyone saying Joe Shiesty 50 times over and over again and going brr. No, that was like 2 years ago. It was the Bengals were in the Super Bowl. That long story. Anyways, it took the queen herself, Taylor Swift, for this to be a real thing. And for that, listen, you know me. No, you're gonna hear the end of this monologue. We're gonna get to the end. You know me. Taylor Swift. Like some of her music. Wildest Dreams, wow, great. Folklore, pretty good. Evermore, pretty good. But you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the Swiftmeister, if I'm allowed to call her that. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who knows? I don't know exactly the laws pertaining to the situation. But I will say, just because Taylor Swift is the reason that my girlfriend is sitting here with me, exploring and participating in a hobby that I have loved my entire life, I am going to be a Swiftie for eternity. Eternity. Oh yeah, no, well, I am not joking. When that Poet album, Tortured Poet Society, is that what it is? I don't know the exact name, but when that album comes out, we are having a sit down and we are listening at midnight, but we're not listening to midnights. And I promise you, if she's coming here or within 100-mile radius of here, concert tickets. That's how much this is worth to me. Exactly. And think about it also. Sure, you're going to have to bear through the Super Bowl. I hope it's not bearing through. Oh, and you want it to bear through the game. You're going to have to bear through me talking about the game for the whole entire time. But Usher, maybe Justin Bieber will come out. Who knows? That could be fun. And you know, it'll be fun. And also another bonus. Look at all this free food. Yeah, I know it's more than I expected because Chaz and Ari canceled on us, but on the other hand, we have been doing so well, and I can't remember the last time we had a cheat meal, so here we go, right? So here we go, right? Exactly. Because you can't not get Pizza Hut for the big game. What else? What else do you do? You can't not do that. So, are you excited? Do you realize how much of a big deal? I love you so much. I love you so much, honey. This is so nice. Yeah, I love it. It's great. I don't know. I'm just really excited that we're getting to do this. It's something that I really care about. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I wanted to be a sports announcer or analyst when I was in high school. Yeah, one of my teachers recommended me for this camp that was like a national student leadership conference thing. And I went there in order with like my subject of focus being sports commentary, and it was awesome and it was so cool. And I don't know, I kind of realized that that's a very difficult industry to break into. You hear all the stories from people who are prominent in the sphere, like Stephen A. Smith. Do you know who Stephen A. Smith is? He's the guy, the Twitter meme where he's like, I am having a very bad day. Yeah, that one. He had to be like a janitor at ESPN before like gradually clawing his way up the ranks. And now he is the most prominent sports analyst probably that there is. To be fair, his takes aren't great most of the time, and he's just kind of a reactionary. But that's besides the point. So yeah, I didn't go into it. But I don't know. There are people, there aren't a lot of hipster guys that are into sports, and the ones that have to like super prove that they're into sports because they're like, that's not all there is to me. I might like Tame Impala. Did you know that he's one guy? But also, I like sports. And it's cool and all, but usually they have more of a bravado to them than the general sports fan. But most of them are, not excited. Especially here, when we're here, they are more not, accepting of certain things. But that's besides the point. I'm just so excited to be here with you. This is wonderful. Oh, I love you too, baby. Mwah. Mwah. And there's a lot more where that's coming from. Let me tell you. I won't say anything more than that, but let me tell you that exactly. So, where are we starting here? You want to start on the wings? Yeah. You get started on the wings because I have things to talk about. Well, yeah. Here's the thing, right? The majority of the Super Bowl, although there are commercials, and although there are, the halftime show and stuff like that, the majority of the Super Bowl is the game. And we are going to be watching the game. So I figured in the least mansplainy way possible, maybe I could try and inform you on the things. Because I don't know your knowledge level, because I know you watch their podcast, but okay, well, first of all, his brother is not on the same team as him. The center for the Chiefs is Creed Humphrey, one of the best young centers in the league, and frankly, probably just one of the best centers in general. Yeah, he's really good. A center. So a center is a part of a thing called an offensive line, and the offensive line is basically when the quarterback gets the ball, their job is to block and protect the quarterback. When the quarterback hands the ball off to the running back, whose job is to run, as the title suggests. The job is to block for the running back against the defense who are coming at them. Travis Kelce. Hey, speaking of Mrs. Swift, she's gotta keep Swift, right? Or do you think she's gonna go like Swift Kelce, like a hyphenated type thing? Anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, exactly. He's a tight end. Yes, he is. And do you know what he does? Yeah, well, that is basically what Travis Kelce does. But the tight end position is more of a hybrid. They catch the ball, and they also, on occasions, like running plays and other passing plays, they are part of the O-line. Essentially, their job is to also block. But in the NFL, there are blocking specialty tight ends and receiving specialty tight ends, and Travis Kelce is more on the latter. Yeah. I love this, asking questions, like trying to. This is awesome. Thank you, because I want you to be a part of this conversation just as much as me. I don't want it to just be me rambling on and on. So the other team is the 49ers, obviously, and they are led by Brock Purdy. The interesting thing about Brock Purdy is he loves Jesus, and he does. And also, he is Mr. Irrelevant of his draft. And what that means is he was literally the last pick in the draft. And there are 7 rounds. There are 32 picks every single round. So he is very, very, very low. The lowest you can possibly be. But he was in MVP talks this season. Some people say he's not as great, and he's just kind of a system player, a system player means that he is just strictly good for being on the team he is, and you could basically put any quarterback on that team and they would perform as well as him. But there are also some people who see certain intangibles about him and think that he is a great quarterback. I'm sort of in the middle. On offense, there are so many great receivers, one of the best tight ends in the league. They have probably the best running back in the league. There's so many offensive weapons around him that it is hard to argue against the system, at least playing into his greatness. But also simultaneously, I think that he has proven enough to get them to the Super Bowl. He had a game-winning drive in a playoff game. He has performed very, very well, essentially. Yeah, Brock Purdy. And he's also, this is just one of his first years in the league. So, okay, yeah, sure. So the quarterback on the other team, you've probably seen, he's probably been on the podcast at some point, is Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, exactly. Lots of people already, I don't even think he's 30 yet, will argue that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. And it's really hard to argue against that other than Tom Brady, who is, everyone knows who Tom Brady is. Or at least people who are even remotely, who are connected to the social media zeitgeist to the point where they know as much as you know about Taylor Swift. I am not. No, I am not. I'm not judging at all. People love what they love, and that's awesome. Why would I judge someone for loving what they love, right? That's dumb. That's stupid. I don't like doing that at all. Anyways, but Patrick Mahomes is, if he's not the greatest player or quarterback of all time, he's top 3 already, and he's just in the prime of his career. He's definitely the best quarterback in the league right now. He is so good. Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of great plays, probably a lot of flashy plays. We call them splash plays, which are like big plays. So if you want to go back to the book club and talk about it, and you can say, oh, they made a lot of splash plays, and they won't have any idea what you're talking about, but they will think you are really cool, unless all of their significant others are doing this with them as well. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. By the way, would you ever let me join your book club? Yeah, come on. You know I love reading. I think it's awesome. I literally read all the time. We literally have reading sessions together. I don't know why. Darling, I don't know why this is all of a sudden somewhat of a surprise to you. That's a surprise to me that this is somewhat of a surprise to you. But yeah, no, I'd love to, read books together and then talk about them and then go in there and absolutely dominate the conversation with all of your friends. I'm joking, of course. Except no. Yeah, I'm definitely joking. I was gonna say except I'm not, but I'm not. I'm not getting accused of it mansplaining at a book club. No, sorry, Bob. So, any other questions you got off the top of your head? No, yeah, no, that's totally fine. I'm honestly just ecstatic that you had that many questions for me in the first place. So, and actually, hey, this is perfect timing because the pregame show is officially over and we are getting ready for kickoff. Before we really get into it, I just want to say once again, thank you so much. You're really the best, and I am so lucky to be with someone who is as amazing as you are. I love you so much. Mwah. Okay, yeah, no. So the kickoff is what happens at the beginning of every game. It's just there's a coin toss and one team chooses to either receive or kick, and when the second half starts, the other team, it'll be the opposite. So the other team that didn't receive will receive the ball. And then so the game just starts and